Back again. So now let's have a look at how to turn this into a planometric. So first of all, I'm going to delete that because I don't need it anymore. I'm also going to delete this. And the other thing I'm going to do is actually delete some of these dimensions. I might actually zoom in as well. All right, and I'm going to place this one on top here. Don't need, so I'm just really going to go in and clean these little guys up. This can go about here. We don't need these. Don't need this. This. So we don't need these. Okay, we also don't need this. Don't need these. All right, going down. We don't need these. We'll bring this down so it sits closer. Etc. Right, so I want you to imagine you're going to end up with your dimensions sitting like so. Okay, so I'll just, so don't really need to do all of this. I think you can work out how to do the rest of this yourself. And you just might get rid of those as well. All right, so imagine that that's all done, Dinah. Oops. All right, so that's all done. Okay, well that side there is not. Okay, select all. And then I'm actually going to go to Object, Transform, Rotate. Let's put in 45 degrees, and now it's been rotated. Select it again, position it so it's more in the middle. I'm going to get rid of my rulers. And also my guides. Gone. Zoom out again. Now technically you're done. But what I'm encouraging people to do, so it looks a little bit more interesting, is to be a bit creative. So now that you've got it all sitting there, Dinah, you might like to imagine, what is this actually sitting on? Is this a sandy area? All right, so maybe you might end up doing something like this. My caps key, and you might actually be thinking that this is a rather sandy area, and maybe this is a path that goes off here. Okay, let's go and get a fill colour. Let's choose something that's a little bit sandy, a bit too yellow, maybe something like this. Then we can actually send it all to the back. Like so. This one here perhaps needs to be, if that's made from wood, maybe you might like to fill colour that, but something darker, like a wood colour. Maybe your seat is made from, maybe it's made from marble, or maybe it's actually made from a much lighter material. So we can go in and give that a slightly different colour as well. So this gives you a chance to actually play and actually create something a bit creative. Maybe you've actually got some bushes or some shrubbery that you might like to add. I'll show you another cute little trick that you can actually do is grab our pencil again, and maybe this time here I'm actually going to put in a little bit of texture. So I might make that, a greeny colour. It's not a very realistic looking green colour, is it? Maybe like so. next thing I can also do is copy paste it. So I've got 2 of them. I might go to my swatches menu, which I do believe I need to turn back on again. Here's my swatches. I can go here. I can go down to Open Swatch Library. I can go to Patterns, and I can even go to perhaps Nature, and I can go to Foliage. And I do have all sorts of things in here. Have a look at them. Some of them are not very interesting. Some of them are not appropriate, even though they're quite beautiful. Look at them. They're not appropriate for what you're trying to show, but perhaps some of them are, such as this one. So maybe what I can do here is place that on top. What looks even better is if I get rid of my black outline, it can look quite natural. So what I can actually do here now with these two is if I just sort of group them for a sec, and I can actually send them behind. Just bear with me. There we go. So you might actually have something like this. The other nice thing that you can actually do is even go in and perhaps create your own sort of little bushes. So this is my little bush. Okay, I might go and make it the same sort of colour, but then turn around and perhaps go a tiny bit darker, like so. Maybe then I might turn around and on top of it with, well, no, we could go a green, but maybe a light green, like so. Let's actually just put some little lines, the little textures, etc. on top. You can then group it, make it smaller. Okay, as I said, group it. And then this could actually be used as perhaps some plantings that you might have around this area here. Copy paste, make some smaller ones, and so forth. All right, so you end up with the planometric. It's a planometric because you're actually presenting the plan, and remember you'll have dimension numbers on this. The actual plan, or the site plan, is presented 45 degrees. It's tilted right up and we can see it. And being a site plan, this gives you guys a chance to actually put in some suggestions of the landscape. Dinah, I hope you find this helpful, and I hope you're inspired by it, and I encourage you to have a lot of fun.